chainsaw is sharpened up first. Someday I'll get good at this. Not a project if you haven't made a mess. That one's ready to go. And this guy is probably the handiest of all. It goes on the weed whacker. It's amazing how well it works. You're clearing lots of rough stuff up. Take all this stuff with me is what I've learned, because you're going to put the blade in the dirt eventually when you're clearing brush like this. The bush hog will clear out an amazing amount of stuff. Maybe we can get some shots of that guy at work. Well, I don't know what's going on out here. Sabaka the swamp hound is checking out the situation. I guess we're cleaning up our, what is that, compost pile? Stuff looks pretty wet to be putting through there. What's the deal, huh? How are you? Got any bees left out here? Yeah, looks like it. About time to get the entrance reducers in there. They haven't left and they haven't died. That's better than last year. I'm using a formic acid treatment instead of oxalic acid. I almost feel like it's a little better. I don't know. Who knows with bees? Good heavens. Yeah, that's the trouble with chipping and shredding is...
It's too wet.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have tried to do it when it was so wet.
Yeah.
A big root got caught in there. And
that's the thing that's with those vines, like we had that even with the bigger chipper shredder, those grapevines get in there and just wreak havoc.
This thing will handle amazed at this thing.
I don't know. You got a nice mulch pile there. I would just scoop that up and we can take it back to the mulch. Yeah. That'll be fine. But good job getting that off all by yourself. We need to get you mic'd up and on the channel here. My goodness. Now, what was that you were saying? The sweetie made an excellent point.
If I don't feel the pain of doing this myself, I won't learn my lesson about trying to do this when it's too wet.
Well, that's pretty smart. Lord knows I do plenty of things the dumb way and then have to learn the hard way. And
well, you could have, you know, filled me in, but...
I may have mentioned that it was pretty wet when you were doing it, but I think I mentioned it on the channel, not to you specifically.
I like to do things the hard way.
Just so everybody knows, our motto at the Clay Hill farmette is, we may not be the brightest people in the county, but no one can call us lazy. You're just a real pro now.
Well, I hope I don't ever have to do this again.
It's, you know what? It's a chipper shredder. I don't think you can avoid having to do this. What is this? It's called a...
Mary Mac.
It's the Mary Mac. 6 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. I don't know how old it is. They're about $1,500 to buy. Made in the USA. All right, so you're done here?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll reconvene. I guess I'll go ahead and take this guy. Take a nap after we get up here.
Nap? You're the one with the steroids.
Yeah, my tick bites. I had to take steroids for the tick bites. Apparently it helps with the inflammation. But it fixed all of my arthritis inflammation and I feel like 20 years younger. Well, let's go ahead and fire up the Massey. I checked oil, air in the tires. I cleaned out, sprayed out and cleaned out all the filters. We get a lot of A lot of dust and grass in the air filter, so got all that cleaned out. Ready to go. Let's fire this guy up and get him out. Who doesn't love a tractor? Best part of the whole farm. Get the glow plugs glowing. Get the bucket up. Get the bush hog up. Break off. Let's go to turtle. Make sure the PTO's off for now. More for yard work, I think, but we'll see if we use them. We'll look at this guy. This is my father-in-law let me borrow this. So you put it, you know, you've seen these, but you put a battery on there, and so it's a little mini chainsaw blade. This guy will cut through easily anything up to 3 or 4 inches. Handy little gadget. I did a great job of bringing down all the accessories for the weed whacker, but I unfortunately did not bring the weed whacker. Well, at least I got the scooter down here. Just when you were getting ready to do the hard work. Never seen that before. Huh, wonder how that happened. A branch from one side attached to the other. Maybe longer, I don't know.
Help me!
Watch out. We're old people. One of the old people anyway, is getting pretty well worn out, but we've made progress. We're pushing back.
Good day's
it
work.
does look a lot better though, and
Oh.
if we can get a lot of the weeds knocked down, well, at least this area will clear up quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the bush hog over there and
Oh, if
over
we could
there.
get all this cleared.
Well, let's see how that big stuff is going to be tough. I'm going to try, see if it'll get through it. I like these guys because they don't take up very much space in the shop. I can just quickly put them onto this bucket, and I get a fairly decent fork set up. I could certainly get a quick attach fork, but they're expensive and I don't use them that much. I'd have to figure out where to store it. These work fine for the little bit I use them. Sabaka, you want to go for a ride in Little Red with Grandpa? Yeah.
I need the face for it.
Yeah.
And they're off. I wonder if she wouldn't almost rather run alongside, although she gets so hot
She
and worn
gets in
out.
front of it. That's
Yeah.
the problem.
Well,
That's hilarious.
that'll give Dad something to do.
Oh. He's been wanting to do that for a long time.
Look at him go. That way, if he drives into the pond one day, you know, she can run up to the house and we can say, "What is it, girl? What is it?"
Yeah.
Grandpa in the pond. She's barking at us. Bark, bark, bark. Not sure where we'll end up. Well, we'll get the shredder on. Get this guy off. Get the shredder on. I love how easy these furniture dollies make moving stuff around in here. You got to have these things if you want an easy way to move things around. Look at that. What is this thing? 300 or 400 pounds, maybe more. Just wheel it right out of the way. Still takes a lot of grunting, but so much easier. It's always a joy getting the PTO put on, but
How's your ear?
it's on. All right, we just got a whole bunch of piles to do. But I like this better than trying to burn a bunch of green stuff. Hopefully we won't fill this thing up with green stuff and get it clogged. Oh boy, it is hot and we are shot.
Wiped out.
Completely wiped out. We got really three big piles of chips out there.
The pile doesn't do justice to how much
I would say it's
we
like
worked through.
10 to 1, you know. The size of the pile, you know, 10 times more area.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but it's piled. We don't have to walk all over to.
yeah, that was a
pick it
pain
up.
walking around out there. That's the thing with the bush hog, it kind of spreads everything hither and yon. So
So,
we're
good
checking
day's
out.
work.
We're checking out for today. Who knows when we'll come back.
See you next time.